Hey YouTube, welcome to a Chaos Draft. Haven't done one of these in a long time, and they're super fun, and I really want to do it. So we're doing it. If you don't know what a Chaos Draft is, we draft on this website with a group of fine folks here, and we get random packs. So I got an M21 pack, and then Semulin's going to pass to me. Who knows? Maybe you got a War pack or a Kaladesh Remastered pack. And then we build from there. I have a slight predilection towards always going blue-white flyers in Chaos Drafts. And getting a Watcher of the Spheres? I mean, that's a legitimate reason to do it. That's not just like me picking a Welkin turn and being like, well, now I'm Skies. This is an actual reason. Beyond that, there's not much here. There's a Llanowar Visionary, which if you wanted to go ramp, I guess. Karavek, I didn't super care for him in the actual format. So yeah, I'm just going to take Watcher here, and we're going to do the blue-white skies thing yet again. Oh boy, yeah, Chaos Drafts should be good times. To be fair, what's going on has been building slowly for like 30 or so years at this point. So definitely at least 12. 12? 8 plus 4? 8 plus 4 is 12. Let's confirm that pick. Confirm pick. So we just got to get some more payoffs for this, and it should be good. But the upside is you don't even need payoffs, because you know what? Flyers win games of limited. Do I want to immediately jump into a Sky Theater Strix, though? Not exactly. What was Gideon's Triumph? Target opponent sacks a creature that attacked or blocked this turn. Yeah, Gideon's Triumph is fine. It's like a Gideon's Punch, but better. No, not exactly better, because if they attack with multiple things, they choose their worst thing. There's a Makeshift Battalion. Paradise Druid's honestly the best card here. I still want to do this, but I guess we could be an adult and take the actual good card, because that Strix should come back around if we end up in that area. So yeah, I guess we can see taking the Paradise Druid. As a reminder, we have a boss fight going on right now in Stream Raiders, so get your units in and make them big, because we need to win those boss fights. Let's take that Paradise Druid. Well, that's the second Llanowar Visionary. I doubt we'll get the other one back around, but if we don't send any green signals, we can maybe just get into green big stuff, because the blue-white skies option here is a Concordia Pegasus, and while I would obviously certainly play that in the blue-white skies deck, it's not pushing me into it. Don't want the Imp, don't want the Guile, don't want the Fountain, don't want the Anima, don't want the Prismite, don't want the Crash Through, don't want the Wisconsin Crab. Nope, nope, nope. Easy Visionary here. All right, I guess we're going into my cube standard of green ramp. And so now Paradise Druid is any color? Yes, Visionary is. Yeah, ramping into Colossal Dreadmaws, you know, that's in every set, right? Who are we playing with here? We got Brian, we got Mist, we got Ranger, Lone Fox. They must have been the person that joined last, I think. Sidekick, Techno, Travis, me. No green. What a bad pack. What a bad pack. So I'm looking at the Cleric as just like a vanilla-ish creature in case we end up back into blue-white. I'm looking at Nest Dropper in case I'm just like, 2 drops hit you fast. Direfleet Hoarder was okay. Yeah, it's an unfortunate pack. Let's take the Cleric. See what signals Semulin's pushing here. No green in that pack, eh? And yet Travis passed me a Llanowar Visionary like third pick. Tells me green might be somewhere over here. So we could take a Brute if we want to push the green. Sellsword's fine. Feladar's fine. Really doesn't look like Skies is going. What was first pick? First pick was Watcher of the Spheres. Because I tend towards Blue-White Skies anyways, and this is a legitimate reason to jump into Blue-White Skies. But then we got the Druid, and then we got a Visionary. We passed a Visionary, unfortunately. I would have loved to have had that second Visionary. So I could just cut the green signals. I don't hate a Blade. Blades are my favorite stats to cost ratio. I don't like. Let's cut green. See if we can get anybody else over here out of green. Territorial Boar. What were you? 2/2 for 2. If I play big stuff, it becomes a 3/3 vigilance. That's not the worst. There's Dovin's Acuity, which is that ain't me. That ain't me. I know people like it. Isn't Felidar a good card? It's a fine card. But remember, I'm extremely unlikely to be in any way finagling with my lands in Chaos Draft. I might just take the Boar. Just like really stake my claim here. Because like Dovin's Acuity, I'm going to need instants and stuff. This is not going to happen. That's not going to happen. Huh? We have additional life gain with the Cleric. But Dovin's Acuity doesn't. Dovin's Acuity gives life. It doesn't care about us gaining life, right? Honey Mammoth is a big beater. I think a Honey Mammoth on turn 5 or even turn 4 would be pretty dang good. Kind of cuts green. Blue-White Skies would have liked the Terran. But I'm happy to like force cut green and then see what we get in pack 2. Or no, in pack 2 we should get the green, and then in pack 3 we kind of figure it out. How's my country doing today? Not under attack. So you know. So we got a Thornwood Falls because we are pretty sure we're green, and this could help us splash or just help us fix our mana base. Versus a Blackguard, a Magmut, Meteorite's not horrendous, especially if we're ramping into it. I don't hate that pick with a Druid and a Visionary already. Let's go for it. Let's go for it. COVID in town's getting bad. Local hospitals full. Yeah, our morgue is using refrigerated trucks. Gnarled Sage is a big dumb thing. And I'm not jumping into blue for either of these cards. I'm not jumping into red for those cards or white. So let's stick on the green train. It is warm in here today. It is 25 in the room. It was a very, very, very sunny morning, which makes this room not remotely care about what the thermostat is set to or what the outside temperature is. Just makes it a greenhouse. Return to nature for the sideboard. I don't hate. I don't care about Firemind Vessel. Let's take that. Return to nature for the side. Also, this was one of my preview cards. This was my preview, one of my 2 preview cards for War of the Spark. I will have a preview card on Saturday. Going up on Twitter. I'm not going to do anything fancy for it. Is this draft of past year of sets? What? War? Yeah, it's every single set that exists on Arena. Every single set that exists. Ranger's Guile is not the worst card in the world. I don't care about anything else here. Does that mean we get a Spiky Saturday? I'll do a Spiky Saturday today. I took kind of the holidays off of Spiky Saturdays. I'll do I guess this will be the final or second last Zendikar. What drafting system is this? mtgadraft.herokuapp.com. It's very handy. So once this is done, we export. There's a little export deck to MTGA, load it into MTGA, and then we play. We play draft for free. We're downloading drafts just like we download cars. All right. We'll take a second last pick. Sellsword, you betcha. Senryoku, thank you very much for that follow. Did I get my card finally? I did. It finally showed up like 3 days before before I have to preview it. Bankrupted Blood. Bankrupted Blood's not good. Stony Strength, take it for signaling purposes. And a Mountain. All right, give me all the green, Lone Fox. I did not give you any. You should give it all to me. So this is probably just a Bone Crusher Giant. Also, there's no green in this pack that matters. But let's do a check on good old Grumgully here. You're telling me I have no humans yet, eh? Literally no humans. So I take this, and maybe nobody's in red-green non-humans, and we get a Grumgully back. I think that's my plan. When do previews start? Tomorrow. Once you buy knockoff Lego, it's only a matter of time before you turn to crime. Dang right. I will have you know a legitimate Lego set arrived today. Yeah, it looks like we'll push red-green here. The white was not in any way calling me. Yeah, previews start tomorrow. They end on the 19th, which means theoretically I will do a set review on the 20th. Early access stream presumably on the 27th, which means next week is when we finish the marbles. Swarm Shambler's not bad. I like me a Swarm Shambler. And Lone Fox is doing their job and passing me green cards. The red cards are not things that I care about. I would love to get the aesthetic back. Cool. Obviously, this gets a fair bit better if we have more counters in other places, but it is still just a Chronometon, which was an amazing card. So we'll take that Shambler. Also, I am definitely thinking I'm going to do the solo board game stream probably this month. Ranging Raptors, you were good, right? Enrage Ramp. Also, hey, Dreadmaw. And a Pounce. I'm going to take Ranging Raptors, though. Easy Ranging Raptors. Yeah, Chronometon was a colorless Swarm Shambler. Minus the, extra text on Swarm Shambler. Yeah, I'll take Ranging Raptors here. Oh yeah, Swarm Shambler. If Grumgully comes back. Woof. Solo board game, that mean KDM. The first stream would probably not be. I'm thinking of doing a stream where I just show off a few different types of solo games. Baseball Highlights 2045, Burgle Bros, and Underfalling Skies are the ones I'm thinking of right now. And then KDM for another stream. Take these Raptors. Loaming Shaman. You were fine. There's a Plummet. There's no red cards. No red cards at all. There's mostly just bad cards here. So yeah, I'll just take a Loaming Shaman. There's a Temple of Mystery here, but take Loaming. Gonna want to grab some more big beefy winners here. I would love to find a Kite Sail or the other things that are like Kite Sail that are in these sets whose names I can't remember. But those three solo games, one of them would be a solo game that is designed to be 2 to 4 players, but has a solo mode. One is a co-op game that can be played solo because there's no hidden information. And one is legitimately a solo game. You cannot play it with more than one player. There's a chance we're still white, I guess, and then we take the Vulpikeet. Because Survivor's Bond, we know we don't have humans. It's currently just regrowing one thing, which I'm not stoked on. Essence Symbiote, we are probably not mutating. But I mean, maybe I just take the Survivor's Bond to return one thing. Because white just brings us a 3-1 and a 3-2. Yeah, let's just take the Survivor's Bond. Forerunner gets a dinosaur, and we have just the one? Just the one. Buccaneers Bravado is only on Pirates. I remember that now. yeah, Mage Knight you can play solo as well. It's on my shelf right there. What's our evidence we're red other than giant? Nothing. We're hoping that Grumgully comes back in 2 picks. Other than that, we have literally no evidence of us being anything other than green. But like, I'm not going into blue for these 2 cards. I'm not going into black for these 2 cards. I'm not going into white for that. So like, I may as well take this on the potential that we're red, green, and can find more dinosaurs. Some plus O. Indestructible. Lure. That's a lot of mana to pull that all off. Don't want Haze of Pollen. Don't really want Oashra. I guess we take the Canyon Slough in case like we do end up red, green, and splash a black card. I gotta find my green beef. Let's take the Slough. See where we go. Good luck finding more dinosaurs in Chaos Draft. It's not as hard in Arena Chaos Draft because they show up a lot more regularly now just in random sets, and there's 2 sets worth of, like a lot of dinosaurs. Whenever another elf enters the battlefield, we've got Visionary, Druid, Visionary and Druid. Otherwise, we're looking at Gaia's Blessing, which I don't super care for. Llanowar Visionary, which I don't care for. Glider, which I don't care for. I'll take Marwyn, see where we end up. Again, elves are in every set. You can find them. We can make her grow. She is also just a mana dork at least. At like the absolute least. This was our Grumgully pack, unfortunately. And he's not there. So we could take a profit as a big dumb thing. We're not adamanting Embreth Paladin, unfortunately. So yeah, I guess we just take big dumb thing. Big dumb thing, and we are potentially just going to be mono green, I guess. Which means we take a Zendikon. Because again, our sideboard doesn't exist. There's nothing in here that's putting us in any other colors. So I guess we're just going mono green. Let's take the Zendikon. You've gotten her to a 2020 before? Nice. The trick is we're only playing 1, 2 elves at the moment. Pounce came back? Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Rest of these cards are bad. Like, for example, the dinosaurs thing, Semulin in a Chaos Draft built a vampire deck. Like a legitimately really good vampire deck. Because there just happened to be a fair bit of vampires in the packs. I don't think we're playing any of this. I don't think anybody's going to really want any of those, but let's hate out an Inspired Charge. Let's take a Memory Leak. Due to proliferate another +1/+1 doubling shenanigans? Oh. Cleansing Ray? Sure. And a Plains. All right, pack 3. Pack 3, what you got for me? You've got a Grow, you've got a Yavimaya. Valduk, no. Immolating Inferno, no. There's a Lance. Duck, Valaduck. We don't do anything with Valaduck, though. We don't put anything on him. So, like, we could take the Eviscerate here. That's some pretty powerful removal, and we kind of need removal pretty badly. Inferno's fine, too? No. No. We have 1 legendary creature? So if we don't have this creature on the board, we are not allowed to cast this. Yeah, I think we take the Eviscerate. I think maybe this pack is us being like, hey, we have a Meteorite, we have a Paradise Druid. Let's take some power and see where we go. Or power and or, really efficient removal. Malfist Revolutionary, I don't think so. Druid of the Cowl. Elf. Mana. Heck yeah. Heck yeah. Get in the deck. Planes, get out of there. I don't know what this deck's going to do, but it's not going to be playing the Forerunner. Yeah, legendary sorceries, they worked in Dominaria. I think they're probably nigh on unpickable in Chaos Draft. Grimgully did not come back in that pack, unfortunately. They kind of work sometimes. Immolating Inferno, I think, worked regularly enough. I did Karn's Temporal Sundering a few times. I did not do Urza's Ruinous Blast too much. Sea Dasher Octopus. What if we get a little bit of blue in this deck, too? Because otherwise we're just looking at a Bristling Boar. So we're fixing our mana with Meteorite, with Paradise Druid, with Ranging Raptors. I'm going to get wacky. Is Meteorite really that good? It's not great, but we're ramping to it pretty quickly. And then it can shock something, and then it fixes our mana. It's not bad. Now, if your plan is to just hardcast it, it gets a fair bit worse. But we've got Druid of the Cowl, Paradise Druid, Llanowar Visionary, Marwyn Nurturer. I would love a mana sink. Mana sink would be lovely. We could play a Cloud Reader Sphinx. That's pretty decent. Better than the Ooze. Yeah, let's play a Sphinx. So we're like green, blue, red, black. This is awful. I love it. I love it. A few more good elves would be nice. It's true. Slimebind? Locket? It's probably just a locket. Do we splash Watcher? What was Watcher? Slimebind isn't good enough? -4/-0 is basically the blue Doomblade. Yeah, it's just a Dryad. It's not an elf at all. Yeah, let's take a Locket. Combine Guildmage. This turn, each creature you control enters the battlefield. Additional +1/+1 counter. Move +1/+1 counter. Blah, 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 blah. Steeple Creeper. I remember Steeple Creeper. This deck is getting pretty greedy. Heck yeah. The Guild Gate's probably the correct choice, right? I want the Guild Mage, though. So I'm going to take the Guild Mage. Try and stop me. Try and stop me. Oh. So there's technically what could be referred to as a deck. Hitchclaw Recluse for the side, probably. What? Flying Surveil 2? And this is probably just a reckless for the side. What's our creature count? 15? Pretty good. Pretty good. Yeah, let's take Hitchclaw for the side. City Watch Sphinx was a good top end in the set. Yeah, it wasn't bad. And I guess if we're fairly blue, that's not a bad idea. We probably have a cut in here somewhere, right? Rampage of the Clans is awful. That, I think, was Semulin's preview card. Second, Dovin's Acuity, Aeromunculus. All right, maybe we end up being like green, blue, red, black. Biogenic Upgrade, Dispute 3, +1/+1 counters. Yeah, I don't really care about that. Let's take Munculus. These cards are all bad. Now we're drafting in pods, so this is where hate drafting comes into play, or what I define as hate drafting. We are not playing any of these cards. Which card could somebody potentially use against us? I guess the rare. Because I don't think anybody cares about any of these other things either. There's nothing here that I want. We'll take the Screecher, I guess, is like the most playable by a pretty wide margin here. Might as well get the gems. The gems. I probably have to craft this card. Oh, and I guess we might actually play this card, eh? Because we've got a red card and a black card. We are not playing any of this. Let's get rid of the Deadeye. It's a super mess. I love it. We'll take the Adamant Will. We're probably cutting the Survivor's Bond. We'll take the Roustabout. And maybe the Prophet, although that is kind of our ramp plan. I really want the Guile because I think we're going to get very excited when we actually play a legitimate creature and we're going to want to protect it. Notion Rain. Scry 2 cards, then take 2 to the brain. Notion Rain. All right. Yeah, no one wanted Notion Rain. So 25, 24. I probably want to be 18 lands here. So we think we're kind of looking at 2 cuts. What do we got here? 17 creatures. So yeah, I figure we can probably cut the Prophet. 5/5 ain't as big as a 6/6. Doesn't have flying. And then probably the Zendikon. I don't like Zendikon. Yeah. All right. There's a deck. It wants to give us 11, 1, 4, 1. Yeah, sure. That's max greed. I like it. All right. Let's export this deck to Arena. Let's hop on over. Decks. Import. I have to craft a card. What are you going to make me craft? 1 rare. Ugh. All right, there's a deck. We're ready. So we just have to find out who we are going to play. I click share. Nobody else ever clicks share. But if you click share, now it shows up somewhere. There's no bracket set up yet, I guess, right? Settings, draft logs. Isn't there usually like a bracket button? Huh. Yeah, it was the Amonkhet land because I did not play Amonkhet very much at all. Because the background made me sick for quite a while. The person with the crown has to create the bracket. So the bracket's not there beforehand. They also show up in the draft logs. I think you can always see the draft logs of everybody. So like if we go, yeah, so like I can see what everybody's pile is, but I actually show my deck, whereas everybody else would just show their pile. And it makes it really handy if you're doing like commentary, because in the brackets, there's a link directly to the deck. Yeah, let's see if we beat this boss while we wait for the bracket and figure out who we're going to play. Yeah, it was a terrible background. I'm glad they fixed it. I'm annoyed that it took them 3 weeks of me tweeting them every single day and that they never acknowledged it. The rogue's got a power up. Look at him go. They're taking on Bowser over here on the right. Bowser does not give a damn and eats them all. That Bowser's down. We got this big old Bowser here. Mega monster. Jay Alora's Pumpkin Mage shooting at it. Orcish's long shot archer taking it down. And hey, look at that. We did a boss fight. We did a boss fight. Look at who cut me on green. Yeah, we could find that out. 8 gold for everybody. 50 gold for Aki Gaming and Raven Knife with 2 Musketeers. Boss defeated. 3 more bosses. And we get a Mana Leek head skin. And won't that be fun? Won't that be fun? All right, let's start a new fight. Let's go for the mystery into the treasure chest. I always forget. Blue is that. Yellow is gold. People like gold, right? Let's go down low. Pop your units in every 5 minutes. We'll get back to this battle in a bit. Remember, if you place in purple, your unit will not move. So you want to put your more defensive units there. All right, do we have a bracket? Let me check the Discord. There's a bracket. Me versus Brian. All right. Where is Brian? Let's grab that username. Let's pop in a challenge. Challenge. Limited tournament match. That username there. Imported deck. Play. Blue chest is nice too because you get a chance of getting a skin. Okay, so blue chest is 15% chance of a skin. Yellow chest is just a whole heck of a lot of gold. Time for that solid O2 drop. It's single a limb, so we could have an O1 drop. All right, Brian's right at the ready. I like that. I like that quite a bit. I don't know if I've played Brian before. I'm going to play first. Flawless. Absolutely flawless. So let's shamble it up here. Shamble, shamble. Ooh, the mulligan. Boop and shamble. And then we'll see if we can just get in with this octopus on the shambler. And I do believe we can. So we just go with the oops pause, as I like to call it. The good old oop pause. Put that on top. Kill that dog. What game type is this? This is a Chaos Draft. Imperious Oligarch, so 2-1 and at Afterlives. That's okay by me. Get an Afterlife. Or are you going to let me draw a card? Black-White is one of my favorite Pioneer Chaos Draft decks, or at least the ones we used to do at the stores, because there was a reasonable amount of extort around. And you didn't need too much to just kind of go nutty. Oh, I forgot we were playing this crap guy. Stupid Marasa Brute. Tap land, I like it. We're going to come on in with the Octopus. And drop a Gnarled Sage. Cloud Reader? Let's go with Cloud Reader. Scry 2. Don't need the land. I don't think I need the Guild Mage either. I think I just want my beef at this point. No, Guild Mage is fine. I want that land too. Do I? I've got Druid, Marwyn. Boneyard Lurker. All right. All right. All right. Bring back your Oligarch. So that is a 4/4 flying nightmare beast spirit that whenever it mutates, yada, yada, yada. Okay, then. So we are going to drop Marwyn. We are going to drop Paradise Druid. We are going to pass the turn. So we can start spending a mana a turn. Keep making the octopus bigger. Got a boar as well. 4/4 in the air. Mild problem. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 mana right now. That's not bad. That's not bad. So we could go like Gnarled Sage, Boar, Pump, Octopus. Or we could just start getting counters on the Cloud Reader Sphinx off the Guild Mage. I think the Guild Mage is important to get down. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So let's get down the Gnarled Sage. Pass the turn. We'll put a counter on the Octopus, and then we'll start moving counters over. Onto good old Sphinxy Sphinx. Kill that, that's fine. Use that now. Don't hurt my Sphinx. Yeah, they're definitely going to wish that they saved that. Let's get a counter on this. Ranging Raptors is cute. 2 mana up. I'm wondering if we just attempt to send the Sphinx in now, get a counter on it. Like if we get rolled, we get rolled. I just don't think we're going to get rolled. And it's only, what, 2 mana? So yeah, let's send in the Sphinx. Yeah, let's pop the counter on it. In for 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana. So we can go Ranging Raptors, Boar, have a counter for the Octopus. Woof. Eviscerate my Sphinx. No. But I get a 1/1 insect. Haha. Got there? Let's say got there. Thirsty Shade, sure. In for 4, you got it. Boy, we're going to have to do math here. Is there any chance we just win? They block. How do you get big? I have to put a big thing in. You block this, and this, we'll say. You gain 1, you go to 14. I do 2, 4, 6, 8, 9, and I kill your team? Yeah, math is for blockers. I'm going to keep the Guild Mage back just for shenanigans. Druid of the Cowl buffs Marwyn. Yep, we should have played Druid of the Cowl. Now, is this the next creature? Every creature. Awesome. Sure. So we can push Marwyn's counter somewhere should we want. But I don't think we want. I think we just want to Oh no, we don't have all that mana left over. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 8. So they're going to 5. So we could move the counter over to like the raptors, I guess. Maybe the boar. So boar could potentially be a 4/4. We don't have that many big things left though. Although this with guild mage does make it bigger. So yeah, let's go put it on the boar. So boom, 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 boom. We take him to 4, and then we drop a cowl. And then we probably just win on the crackback, right? In for 2. Block. All right, there we go. We did it. We did it. Wait, how much life did you gain? You gained way more life than I thought. Never mind. So block, 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 2, 4, 6, 7, 8. But then we move a counter over and it's 9, right? No, because this won't be coming in. So they block, block, block. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We can do 8. We can take them to 1. We could also bring this brute in with an additional counter, making this a 4. So they block, 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 take 2, 4, 5, 6. They go to 3. They lose things. You figure they're blocking this and blocking this. Probably this on this, this on this. All right, let's go in with everything except Guild Mage again. See if moving counters does something. Okay, so like we can move a counter off that Sea Dasher octopus and feel fine about it. We also get a bug off of that boar. No, they have to target something, right? We're gonna get a land here as well. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 coming through. So we move counter from the octopus to the druid, taking them to 1, 2. We get a land. We play the brute, and I think we're still really. There we go. Took a while. But man, this mess of a deck did the thing it was supposed to do. All right, looks like a solid black-white chaos draft deck. I think we just go back in. We saw nothing for Return to Nature exactly, other than ruining the Boneyard Lurker trigger, perhaps. Is it permanent that Boneyard brings back? Permanent. Bond, Zendikon, Stony. Let's go back in. Yargle, thank you very much for the 15-month resub. Did that make a noise? Your sub did not show up. There we go. Weird that it did not make a noise. All right, Druid gives us our colors. We got our Ranging Raptors to get going. Seems fine. Boop. Yeah, I'll play a mountain. Why not? Oh no, the missed land drop. That's unfortunate. That's unfortunate. Two, three, four, five. Oh no. Oh no. Discard to hand size. Smashy smashy. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, is it not when it ETBs? Oh, it's when it dies. Okay. Come on, land. Oh. Eee. The Drana just casually going down there. And then we've got Ranger's Guile, even if they threaten anything here. Well, that was unfortunate. But we won, which means we get to keep playing because this is single limb. So unfortunately, Brian is out, but that means that we're going to have a round two. We're probably going to have a little bit of a break before then. YouTube, don't worry, I'll edit it. But yeah, YouTube, be back in a sec. I forgot to hit the record button. So here we are, just a few turns into the first game of the next round. We kept a 6-lander with a Druid of the Cowl, but one was a cycling land, and I figured that would be fine, and perhaps it wasn't the most fine, but we are going to eviscerate that bushmeat poacher. Do I want them getting a bunch of value? They're going to have something better for me to kill, right? Surely. Surely. I assume both these 2s are going to come in. Just the 2/3. I'll take it. You got a subtle strike? What's your plan? What's your plan? I discard 2 cards? Oh no, that's awful. Hey, look, we got rid of all of our lands. Loaming Shaman. Loaming Shaman returning a bunch of lands. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Beandria, thank you very much for buying the Mana Leek Flagbearer skin. I mean, at least now, like, we could pounce the 1/1 and we know that we can buy back. Well, not buy back, it goes back into our library. This is a 3/2, though. It threatens some things, right? So let's play it and shuffle back the cycling card. Me. I want that back in my deck. Pass? I assume they're going to sack their 1/1. Cunning Nightbonder. Sure. Mill me. Land. Haha. Oh, one of my big things. So pounce is a fight, not a bite. It is a fight, not a bite. Important information. Gonna sack their 1/1, sure thing. Yeah, Arena really wanted me to get those lands again. All right, show me the subtle strike, please. Okay. So counter on that. So if we fight Loaming Shaman on Cunning Nightbonder, they both die. It's not great, but this is the life that we're leading right now with this significantly not great deck. So they'll sack the Nightbonder. Sure. Land for turn. Noxious Grudian. Let's play Brute. At some point, I should kill that Poacher, but like this is one of our only removal spells. And they're going to have something good at some point. Trick is I don't think we have much card draw. We're very against the wall here. They scry top bottom, sure thing. Pirate's Prize, draw 2 cards, sure thing. This is a good blue-black deck. No attacks, I like it. More lands, I don't like it. This is 4 to draw 2 cards. Man, they've got card draw. Wonder how the rest of the battles have gone. The Mist took down Semulin. Semulin finally streams a Chaos Draft and he loses round 1. Oh no. Lava Serpent. There's something to eviscerate. Yeah, I'll take 5. I hate you, Magic. Oh, Magic the Gathering. All right, so they're going to gain 5, draw a card. Whew, the value in this deck. The value. It's too much. Sage's Row Savant. Going to mill me for 2 and then scry 2. A land and a Shambler. Sure. It was much too late for Shambler, and getting rid of more lands is great. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. There's 7 in the deck. That card's a common. The Lava Serpent? Or the Poacher? All right, so Visionary draws us a card. We get back in. Draw me something good. Sure. Sure. Draw 2. Be my guest. They're going to mill themselves out. Oh, they have a full hand. Almost a full hand. Aerial Guide? That's going to kill us. All right, we learned our lesson. Just kill the Bushmeat Poacher. Just kill the Bushmeat Poacher. A Sea Dasher Octopus. Ain't going to do much. And this makes something else fly, right? So we're going to take 4 here. So we've only seen the 1 flyer, right? So I'm still not looking at... Or no, we didn't get a plummet. No, we took something other than the plummet. We have a naturalize, but a naturalize ain't going to do much. So we're taking another 4. We can drop the Simic Locket. And I guess we draw a card off of it. Or 2 cards off of it. We've got a Boar and a Ranger's Guile up. But that ain't going to do it. I might put in the Hitchclaw Recluse, which I think we took. Maybe we didn't. Maybe we didn't take it. Maybe I talked myself out of it. Because it would block the Aerial Guide. It would block all of these creatures except for the Death Toucher very well. Ooh, a Skybonder. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. There's 4 lands. Woof! There are 3 lands in these 10 cards. We're going to concede. I took the Sphinx over the Recluse. Oh, yeah, I might have. Yep, that sounds familiar. Yes. Well, Zendikon deals with Reachers. It's a 4-drop as opposed to being not a 4-drop. But I don't hate it. And it's sort of vaguely kind of, in a way, flood protection. Did they have much removal? We saw a Subtle Strike. In like a bajillion cards of their deck, we saw a Subtle Strike. So this Ranger's Guile doesn't look as important. All right. Let's go back in. Let's not draw badly like that. Otherwise, we don't get to go to the finals. And then we have to draft Zendikar. Nobody wants to draft Zendikar. I do. I want to draft Zendikar. I like Zendikar quite a bit. It is a Chaos draft. We're in round 2. And probably not going to have a round 3. But hey, that means we get to draft Zendikar. We're going to play first. This is fine. A-OK, in fact. Witching Well, sure. It was probably a greedy keeping the the 6-lander druid. So if we Guild Mage, next turn we have 5 mana. So we could get a Ranging Raptors with a counter on it. I don't hate that. And then let's get in for 2 and not get Subtle Struck. Good stuff. Hey, Atomic Squirrel, thank you very much for the 13-month resub. Pass of the turn, I like it. So let's go boop boop. Ranging Raptors with a counter. Do they have a Subtle Strike now? They have something instant speed. Nightbonder, okay. The Poacher's back. I don't like that. So I guess we drop Aeromunculus, Cycle Slew, because we don't want to count. Or no, we can get a counter on this, and it's just cheaper to do that. Yeah, so let's go Aeromunculus with a counter on it. And do I want to attack Ranging Raptors in, get a land, and get rid of the Nightbonder? I don't hate that idea. Yeah, I don't hate that idea. Because then we have the untapped land for the Honey Mammoth to get a counter. And we can get our red and or black source of our choice. We've never seen the giant ever. We've seen the eviscerate. Let's take the swamp. Oh wait, no, we need one more untapped land to get a counter on the mammoth. Never mind. Never mind. We've never seen the giant. The giant's probably never going to show up ever. Well, we're going to fly in for 3. And then I still want to cycle that slew. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Maybe I just play the mammoth and I lose the 1 counter of value. Oh no. Because then maybe they're more locked into killing the mammoth than killing the Munculus. I can move the counter off arrow and readapt. Over the course of, well, yeah, that's true. 1 turn I could move off, adapt, move off, adapt, move off, adapt, move off, adapt, It's 6 mana a turn. That's kind of cute for the late game. Sage's Row Denizen, that's fine. Heartless Pillage, sure. All right. I think there's a chance that they might be in some minor trouble here. Let's get in for 9. Sure. Sack it. Sure. So I need 6 mana to do all this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I would rather do that than play a Druid of the Cowl. Tiger Claws, thanks for that 9-month resub. Land for turn. Draw 2 cards. Because, yeah, this Honey Mammoth will be a 7/7 this turn. Truant Skybonder, sure. So let's move this counter onto the Mammoth. And then let's adapt. Gnarled Sage. Let's come in for 10. They take it. I think we go Gnarled Sage with a counter here. Bloop. All right. Deck's doing what it should do. Lava Serpent cycled. They're looking for an answer. But they need multiple answers. Because like that Gnarled Sage will be a 6/6 when it attacks. If I wanted to be Selective Snare, I bounce it. That's fine. Yeah, so we'll come in Sage and Monkulus. If they have Subtle Strike, their Skybonder's a 3/3 and Aeromunculus is a 2/3. But I mean, they have to block Gnarled Sage with their Poacher too. And we're following up with a Honey Mammoth. I don't care about that. In. Block, take 3. Sack. Okay. Take 1. A-okay. A-okay. And I can pull a counter off the Sage. So Honey Mammoth, yeah, we can't Honey Mammoth and Guild Mage. Do I just want to spread things out here and go Guild Mage, Marwyn, Druid? I think I do. That widens out the damage, and we now have to push in a lot less damage than before. So she comes in as a 2/2. Druid of the Cowl comes in as a 2/4, makes her a 3/3. And we have gone wide. The tall deck went wide. Haha. 1-1. Perhaps there's a chance of a match 3. Perhaps. Still nothing for this Return to Nature. Still nothing. We've seen another flyer. They draw so many cards that Memory Leak's pointless. I think we just go back in. Yeah, let's go back in. The the Guild Mage Monkulus, that was a good combo. That I liked a lot. Oop. I assume Travis is not doing another Chaos Draft. So Mist and Sidekick. Wow, there's like nobody that I follow online. It would appear that it's a chair stream. All right. Game 3 for all the marbles. Until the finals. But all the marbles for this round. I like it. That's a druid. That's a guild mage. I like it. They mulled. It's our time. It's our time. Third color. Aramunculus with guild mage. So guild mage won't be on for a while. Paradise Druid just gets us more mana going. Hagra. Sea Dasher. That's cute. That's very cute with an Aramunculus. Very, very, very cute. Yeah, I'll take 2. You're not subtle striking me. Not a chance. All right, so Aramunculus in. Let's attach a Sea Dash to it. Aramunculus on top, please. Draw ourselves a card. So they've got a Subtle Strike, so they're going to hit our Paradise Druid if we use it. So we may as well use the most mana and get a Brute down. And now they can Subtle Strike the Druid. But it's not that important. We're only missing out on red now. They do not do it. Do I win anything? God, no. No, this is just entirely free and entirely for fun. Lazotep Reaver, a mass, sure thing. Selective Snare, rude. Rude, I say. Let's get in with the Brute. And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 mana that we're working with. So we could Zendikon. You could Zendikon Guildmage, just get Aramunculus back out. I mean, Aramunculus is a pretty big part of our plan. We could just get the Gnarled Sage out. The Menace is going to be mildly tricky for a moment. Could Guildmage Aramunculus. Let's Guildmage Aramunculus. They have subtle. Yeah, I'm pretty sure they have subtle. Although I don't know. I feel like they would have used it on the Paradise Druid. So they're just coming in for 4. I'll take 4. 4 is not a big deal here. And they've got the Poacher down. It looks like they're honestly hurting on lands a little bit here. So we can Sea Dash in with kind of whatever we want. And I kind of want it to be the Brute. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, so we can play the Gnarled Sage as well. So yeah, let's come in with the Brute. Honestly, let's just race them, even though racing with a Poacher is a little bit tricky. But if we come in for 5 here, or sorry, no, this doesn't give +1/+1. That's not how Mutate works. That's not how Mutate works at all. So yes, let's Sea Dasher on the Munculus so that we keep drawing cards. And then let's just get a Gnarled Sage down. Big old beefy boy. Witching Well, sure. Scry 2. So they're looking to fix their mana issues here, I think. I'm not sure if they're stuck on high mana costs, double black, or what the ish is. Bottom. Arrow adapt move countered brute. Yep. Had exactly. Well, I had one more than enough for that. Twas an option. Luckily, they don't have attacks here, I don't think. So, like, what are they threatening here? Subtle Strike again? No, they're just calming themselves down. So we could make this a 4/6 Vigilance by cycling the Canyon Slough. So if it's a 4/6, they definitely have to block a fair bit. And then we have enough to do some shenanigans. So yeah, let's cycle this. Trigger the Sage. Loaming Shaman, cool. And then come on in with this and this. And we have enough to put a counter on the Monkeyless and move it should we want. I think I would rather just have them take 6 and then drop a Loaming Shaman with a counter on it. So we go, and we draw a card, so who knows, maybe something changes. Nothing changes, I don't think. 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so I need green, don't I? We play a Loaming Shaman. This deck's a lot of fun. I really like it. Oh, I don't have a graveyard. Yeah, we won't shuffle anything back in. Submit to 0. And then they're going to sack Lazadep. Gain 2? Sure. Cycle and neutralize? Sure. Found a land. How badly does that hurt? Pass of the turn. Did they use their snare already? They did use their snare. I land, sure. So I guess we just smash with a variety of things here. Because we have enough to, what's it called? Adapt and floop. So those are just dying wholesale, barring any shenanigans here. You're going to sack that, gain 1, draw a card, sure. And then you're just going to take all this damage. I will adapt. What you got? Subtle Strike. Subtle Strike. So this is a 3/4 and this is a 3/5. So we can make this back to a 4/3 so we can't save it. So we may as well take that counter off of it and put it on the Gnarled Sage. Or I guess it should have been the Brute. I thought the Gnarled Sage was not blocked. And then we've got 3 mana to work with. So we may as well get a Locket down. Pass the turn. They're down to 4, and we've got something decent. Need to watch something calming now? Can't watch news from south of Canada? That's fair. That's fair. They're down to 4. They've got to be in trouble. So we can sack this Locket, draw a card. The Gnarled Sage is a 5/7 Vigilance, which is pretty good. And your European Fair. All right. This should be a very good turn for us here. They're tapped out. They're forced to chump the Gnarled Sage, chump the Aeromunculus, and we are going to pop some stuff down. They blow up. We did it. We're 2-0. We're 2-0. There's a match 3. We get to go to the finals. We get to go to the finals against whoever it may be. We don't have that yet, so YouTube, I'll be right back. I'll try my best to remember to push record. You only missed like 5 turns. Hey, YouTube, we're back for match 3. You didn't live through my computer hard locking and crashing and having to restart the stream, which, boy, having your stream crash is a great way to have your viewers instantaneously. This is kind of like the last hand that we had that we kept that was awful, but instead we draw a card and do some stuff, so we'll keep it. Play the forest, pass the turn. Grades are too abstract, pick orders more in the real world. Yeah, and it's just like, I hate, oh no, those were 2 important cards. It's a shame we'll never get them back. There's also just the case of like, I don't care if this rare is a B, it's not, and this other rare is a B plus, it doesn't matter because they're never in the pack together. It literally doesn't matter what their grade is. You're always going to play them, and you're always going to a B and a B plus, second to third pick them. So we'll take 1, cycle the slew, play the visionary. So now what does this do? It gets bigger at some point, right? If I hit threshold +1, it becomes a 3/2 Death Toucher. Yeah, I'll take 2. Wolf Rider's Saddle. So this makes a wolf and then +1/+1 and has to be chumped, not otherwise dealt with. Must be blocked? No. Just if it's going to be blocked, it only can be blocked by 1. So let's get a Cloud Reader Sphinx out. Seems good to me. A City Watch Sphinx, heck yeah. Goodbye, Forest. It's Sphinx time. It is the time of the Sphinxes. Them Sphinxes are going to pounce too. Wow, the main deck flyer hate. We got so got. We got so got. Wow. Yeah, Visionary is the buff elf that I always forget is a mana dork. It's just 2 buff. Oh, that was such a good Fell the Pheasants. Oh, that hurt. That hurt. Well, we can get Sphinx and Raptors and Mammoth back with Loaming Shaman. Yikes. Can you quit it, please? I guess I've gotta. If we see Plummet, we just concede, yeah. Turn Timber, sure. Please stop. Please stop. You an elf, you're a centaur. Okay, we need to get things down. Let's get down a centaur shaman. I would like to return all of these cards except for the land. Let's get down a guild mage. Let's pass the turn. What's this to equip? 3? We might have to fight the Sphinx on the aesthetic, which hurts, but we need that dead. Surveil 2, Honey Mammoth, Honey Mammoth, Honey Mammoth. Show me a Honey Mammoth. Territorial Boar and a Swarm Shambler. Not awful. Not awful. Especially with counters on them. All right, so if they re-equip, we trade the Shaman. Oh my god. Yeah, this is the finals. I really want to keep that guild mage alive. So I think we've got to kill the sap herd. Because if that gets the saddle, it's kind of tougher for us. It's not awful, but it's not great. So let's do that. And then nope, it's green to do what I want to do here. So let's drop Marwyn. I definitely want the boar down. And then I guess we're just trading 2/2s for 2/2s here, right? A 2/2 taps and a 2/2 comes in. Oof. Was there a reason to fight then rather than letting him attack? No. No. I forgot it was a 5/4. So we still could have blocked it because it still would have been 5 toughness. And now we're just dead in the air, so that's fun. Gross. Come on and slam. Yeah, Sidian, thank you very much for the 35-month resub. Yeah. If we had that fight spell, we could have fought this Windgrace Acolyte and had another turn. That was a mistake. How's it going today? We're 2-0 in a Chaos draft, so we're in the finals. Why does the elf not have reach out his bow? Exactly. We also got by a main phase or a main deck game 1 Felled Pheasant. It hurt a lot. Block. Put this on it. Haha, I killed your thing. All right. Into game 2. I think we'll be okay-ish. They've got a ram through. If they drop a sandworm, we're dead. Yep, let's go back in. So then after this, we'll do marbles and then Zendikar. Also, I have not been live for 13 minutes. We had a hard computer lockup. All right. Lost game 1. That's fine. We've got game 2 and game 3. Play first. That's fine. With a druid and a visionary and a meteorite, this is A-OK. Boop. Boop. Priest of Forgotten Gods? Sure, that's fine. Let's get this visionary down. So we can meteorite the priest next turn. No attacks. Malfist Revolutionary? That's fine. Yeah, let's meteorite the priest. No attacks. We definitely needed more removal in this deck. But I mean, being mono green, it's kind of hard to do that. Take 3. Can't stop me. We will drop a brute. And I wonder if I just want to eviscerate the Malfist, because we can get it back into our deck anyways with Blooming Shaman. And we can just block with Marasa Brute. I doubt we'll get blown out by anything, but who knows? Yeah, that's true. If green had removal, then green would just have everything. Ram through? Ugh. Don't like that. Don't like that one bit. Taking 4. Ooh, a Gnarled Sage. Heck yeah. Welcome to the team, Gnarled Sage. And then let's Loaming Shaman get back my card. And let's get in for 2. Why not? Yeah, if green had removal and then they play a ram through. We got a pounce, which is not as exciting. Severed Strands? Jesus. Please stop. All right. The Mist has a good deck. It is obvious why they're in the finals. We'll block that, get rid of it. Our greed comes to an end. Our greed comes to an end. We'll cycle that into a land. Hurrah. That 1/1's not going to kill us for a good long time, so let's pass the turn. Land for turn, you got it. 1 me, you got it. Yeah, I'll trade here, sure. I guess I should have traded there. I feel a bit out of this game. Ranging Raptors to get more lands, because that's what I need. And I'll trade this with the thingy. That's fine. It's A-okay. We have all of our colors now. And we're close to winning this race if it's just a 2-3 versus a 1-1 with them at 20 and me at 10. And it ain't going to be that for much longer. In for 2. Aeromunculus. Yeah, now we really have the race. Thieves Guild Enforcer. So I mill 2, so it's still not going to be on, but it is going to be close to on. Still winning the race by quite a bit. I'm not going to eviscerate that. I'm not going to eviscerate that. Land for turn, sure. Unbreakable Bond. All right, we'll kill that. That's fine. So let's activate that. Let's eviscerate because they don't need to be drawing a damn thing. Which does make that a 3-2 3-2 Death Toucher, so we just block that with Ranging Raptors. We get in for 3. We still have the race. And putting them in top deck mode is not too bad. Trade. And get a land out of my deck. Yes, please. Get the hell out of there. Ixali's Diviner, Explore, Dreadmaw. Okay. Okay. In for 3. Well, we're dying to the Dreadmaw. It was a good try. It was a good try. But Maw's home. All right. Let's drop a Locket. Let's crack the Locket. Oh, go to hell, Magic the Gathering. You're a terrible program. You are an awful game. Pass the turn. That's 13 of our lands. There's 5 in our 16. Um, yeah, so we have to block here. And this is 1, 2, 3, 4 that we take. Yeah, we don't die if we chump the Maw. Well, no, we die if we chump the Maw, but we don't die that turn if we chump the Maw. Oh boy. Well, made it to the finals. That ain't too bad. So yeah, that's a chaos draft. YouTube, if you enjoyed that, check it out. You can do it for free on your own. If you have wild cards and or a collection, you saw it cost me a wild card in order to do that draft, and it was a lot of fun. So if you don't want to give money to WotC, you have a way of not giving money to WotC. See ya, YouTube.